Godhan appeared before Parliament's public accounts watchdog body, SCOPA, over the ruyter's allegations of endemic corruption at the power utility. Godhan's appearance followed that of the ruyter, Eskom board, law enforcement agencies, as well as the former board chairperson earlier. The Public Enterprises Minister was seen as key in shedding more light on the ruyter's allegations, especially on the names of the politicians implicated in graft at the power utility. However, Godhan also refused to name names.
But I have to emphasize, I'm not here on trial, so you can ask me to help you to clarify certain things, but I want to be quite emphatic that I've done nothing wrong that I have to explain myself on. And the culprits who have done something wrong can come here and account for themselves.
Godhan didn't mince his words about the ruyter's performance at the power utility.
What is it that you did to ensure better maintenance, higher quality of operators, and to make sure that if plan A failed, there was a plan B that you were open to listen to? What is singularly lacking and has been lacking is a simple thing called humility. And all of us require it from time to time, whatever level of arrogance we might have assumed about ourselves. Because if you don't have humility, you don't have the ability to listen.
MPs had different views about the former CEO.
Has he produced an exit report as a man who has left that institution? And what are the elements of that exit report as a man who has been employed in that institution to execute certain functions and duties?
Which is to always shoot the messenger. I mean, we see it again and again and again. And in this particular case, one's now hearing, oh, well, the previous CEO didn't do this or he didn't do that, or he had a confidentiality agreement. Maybe he should have done it differently. To a certain extent, that is really irrelevant to where we are now.
Godhan also refuted allegations that he was micromanaging, but was quick to say he was not shy to ask tough questions when things aren't going right.
Absolute nonsense. There's no micromanaging. I think here what we have is a CEO who thought he was a know-all, and he certainly hadn't worked in a power station situation before. So I refute any assertion and allegation about giving instructions.
Godhan says other multinational companies have also made Eskom its cash cow.
Eskom is not just a feeding trough for the ANC, as the former CEO alleges. There have been instances where there's been a link, and one can't deny that, between institutions like Chancellor House and some of the projects that have been undertaken. But at the same time, it's important to recognize that multinational institutions like ABB, SAP, local companies like Trillium,